Hey y'all, what's going on? Freaking season opener. That's really fun. That's exciting. We love that. Here's the thing. Jeffrey Simmons got hurt in practice, which not the best start to the season. But Derek Barnett, he's gonna step in. Danico Autry's gonna step in. Like it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. One game. But I'm gonna do that silent type game again, just so y'all know. Just cause I'm trying to focus on the game, trying to chill. Might call my mom while I'm in the game, so hopefully I don't make any too many stupid mistakes, cause my mine might be elsewhere. Just catching up with her. But thanks for watching. Love y'all. Excited for this season. Cut that mic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tennessee Titans. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Nashville. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devin Singletary. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks this offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another year. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
Now this throw caught left side. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Working from the gun, here's Levis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the counter, it's Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Levis to throw off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. 1st and 10, it's Levis. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Nice move by Lewis. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
On the counter, this is Singletary. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question, though.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Titans now just about ready to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Play action now. Levis. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Levis now off of play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Can't do that.
I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll set up to throw. They'll find Osborne here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Face mask, defense.
So this defense, maybe a frustration penalty there with the success that he's had running the football in this first half.
Not an excuse to do that, but yes, they're looking to slow him down any way possible. That one's just not legal.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Monty Rice. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Holding, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Levis. It's complete. Burks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Levis from the gun. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
8 yards to go on second down. Now Levis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A good pick up there at 22.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Off the play fake, Levis. And this is caught at the 8. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Julius Chestnut taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bass. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game. I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
A final shot before break. Dobbs, he'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground this time. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. These guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This game tied at the half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember,
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Henry up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get... Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bance. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
A gain of 32 that time. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Complete, it's Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, That leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. A give, Singletary right side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's pass. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, 32 yards. And the Vikings have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Traylon Burks, 75 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. In motion right is Osborne. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Singletary again, and this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's pass. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Titan football. Traylon Burks headed back out with the rest of this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Henry. And he's got room. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Third and short, it's Levis. Short throw taken in by Conqueror. And he will have the Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air on second down. Levis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson 69 yards. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Levis to throw off play action. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Levis now on 1st and 10. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Right back to Singletary on second down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. They'll set up to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And returning it, here's Hamler. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 4. Just over a minute 40 to play. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. That's caught by Addison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many